Hey there. I've been saying for years, for over 30 years, that the best way to cure a sickness is to not get the sickness in the first place and to strengthen your immune system. Uh, I don't know how many people have listened to me throughout the years, so it's a little bit of a dilemma of mine to think of, should I keep preaching these things? And I'm going to keep shouting it from the hilltop because we could be so much better at this point in the pandemic than we are if we would have just done a few things earlier. So lo and behold, yesterday comes an article from Washington University in St. Louis, and the article cited some new findings that point to another theory that suggests patients become ill because their immune systems can't do enough to protect them from the virus. They said boosting the immune system could be a potential treatment strategy for the virus. And one of the researchers said, and I'm going to quote it right now, so I'm going to look down at my notes, people around the world have been treating patients seriously ill with COVID-19 using drugs that do very different things. Some drugs tamp down on the immune system while others enhance it. And everybody seems to be throwing the kitchen sink at the illness. It may be true that some people die from hyper-inflammatory response, like too much of an inflammatory response, but appears more likely to us that if you block the immune system too much, you're not going to be able to control the virus. In other words, people who are immune suppressed are not going to control the virus as well. And those are the ones that get real sick. So Washington University researchers also have been investigating a similar approach with sepsis. And this release said that they used autopsy studies to show large amounts of coronavirus present in the organs of people who died from the virus, who actually died from the virus. We can get into that argument some other time, suggesting that their immune systems were not working well enough to fight it off. Again, another quote, but when we actually look closely at these patients, we found that their tires, so to speak, were underinflated or immune suppressed. To go and poke holes in them with anti-inflammatory drugs because you think they are hyperinflated or hyperinflamed will only make the suppression and the disease much, much worse. So what do? You got to strengthen the immune system as best as you can. And how have we spoke about that? Number one, you got to get the proper amount of sleep. Make sure you're getting 7 to 9 hours of sleep every single night. It should be very good restful sleep. You should wake up in the morning and feel pretty good. You want to make sure that you breathe in good air, okay? Get out in nature, breathe some O2, breathe some oxygen. Take that mask off when you get outside and there's nobody else around. Take the mask off. Breathe some oxygen, okay? Real important. Number 3, nutrition. You got to eat your green leafy vegetables. Get rid of all of the processed food. So get rid of your Cokes. Get rid of all of your sody pop, as they used to say. Get rid of all of these processed foods. Your cereal, your whatever you eat, your Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles, or whatever it is. Get rid of that stuff. Start eating real food. Shop in the outer edges of the grocery store. That's where all the good stuff is. So eat fresh food, eat fresh vegetables, fresh food, fruit, eggs, fresh meats and that type of thing. So you got to be very careful with that. Please do that. Number 4, exercise. You got to get out and exercise. Get that heart rate up and then bring it down and then bring it up again and then bring it down again. That's called high intensity interval training. You want to get you want to stress the heart out a little bit and then relax it, and then stress it out a little bit and relax it. That's how you build muscle. That's how you build any kind of muscle. And then 5thly, you got to take care of that nervous system. You got to make sure that the nervous system is working the way it's supposed to. There's all sorts of studies that show chiropractic adjustments and realigning bones, especially in the upper part of the neck, that they affect the immune system. They enhance the production and the strengthening of these immune cells that we all have going through us, and it strengthens the immune response. Could it be that you get some inflammation with that? That's part of the immune response. But we've got to do these things, and you've got to do it right now before it's too late, because there might be another pandemic, and I don't want everybody to freak out on me, but that's what's going to happen. You don't get immune response, or you don't get immune resistance by just staying away from germs. We've been around germs. You come in contact with germs all day long, no matter how much you clean everything, okay? And your body can form resistance to those things. So that's just a little video that I wanted to do today. If you have any questions, just give us a call. You know where to find us, FioriniChiropractic.com, and we'll be talking to you soon. Have a great day and be safe and be healthy, more importantly than anything else. Bye-bye.